Okay, so the base of my card, the size of my card is 5.5 by 5.5. So I cut a piece of paper at 5.5 by 11, scored it in the middle, and folded it in half to create my card base. And then I used the paper from the linen closet stack. It's the DCWV. Got it at Joann's, and I love these papers. Don't know if you've seen them, but they are really, really cool papers. Lots of very muted colors. Really, really pretty papers. Anyway, so this is the stack I used. I also used the cardstock stack that coordinates with this for some of the papers on the inside of the card. So the front of the card is, again, the card is 5.5 by 5.5. My piece that goes all the way around the card is 5.5 by 5.5. This brown piece of paper is cut at 5 by 5. And then my little saying, I printed on some cream cardstock. I printed it on my computer through my printer, and this little saying is 2 1/8 by 1/2 inch. And the paper was bigger than that, but I cut it down to this size. And this font is the retrospective font, and I think it's a CK font, a true type font. And I think this was at 28 points, okay? And then the mat that goes around this is 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So it is 2 3/8 inches by 6/8 inches. Okay, and then I stuck that up on some foam tape. And then my martini glass was cut from the kitchen cartridge. And if you go to the manual on page 60, you'll find the martini glass. And I cut the base of the martini glass, which is this right here. I cut that out of a brown shimmer cardstock. And all my shimmers papers, I again got their DCWV papers, and I got them at Michael's, and I don't have the stack here, I would show it to you, but the whole entire stack is just shimmer papers. So the base of the martini glass was cut in a brown shimmer paper, and I cut my martini glass out at 5 inches. Okay, everything was cut at 5 inches. So this was cut out of a brown shimmers paper. Then the shift function was cut out of a blue shimmer, and then I had to cut it again out of red. I didn't cut the whole glass, but right here is this little round piece right here is the little part of the olive. So it cuts that first. So once it cut that, then I hit the stop key, and it didn't cut the glass out. So I didn't waste my paper. Okay. And then under the layer function right here, let's see if I can get it in the screen, I cut the little star out of a white glitter paper, and then I cut the olive, oops, sorry, there's the olive. I cut that out of a green shimmers paper. Okay, and again, you leave everything at 5 inches, and it cuts it all in relation to your martini glass. Then I cut an additional green olive at 1 inch, and then I cut another one. I did the real dial size function. I pressed the real dial size button. I cut the olive at 1 inch, there it is, and then I cut another one at 1/4 of an inch in red, because I created, I wanted to make a second olive for the inside of my card. Okay, so one at 1 inch in green and one at 1/4 inch in red, and you're going to use the real dial size for that. Okay, so putting the martini glass is pretty easy. You just, or I'm sorry, putting it together is pretty easy. You just put your olive on first, and then put your overlay of your glass on, and then you're going to put on your star and your little red part of your olive. I inked around the edges of everything with some vintage photo ink, and that's actually what I inked the whole card with. The inside of my card looks like this, and again I took more of that paper from the linen closet stack, and then I took, these are the cardstock papers from the matching cardstock stack, and this is a kind of a cream color, and this is a baby blue color that matches the colors in the background paper. And this was cut at 5 inches by 5 inches. The blue was cut at 4.5 by 4.5, and the white was cut, or the cream was cut at 4 by 4. I printed Happy Father's Day with the same font, and I think it's still 28 point. And then this is my little olive. So again, there's my little 1-inch olive and my little 1/4-inch center. And I didn't put that on foam tape, but it was late and I forgot, but if I could go back and make this card again, I'd put it on foam tape just to give the inside of the card a little dimension, but I just stuck it down with glue. So there's the inside, and there's the front. And I think that's it. That's all my information that I had. So anyway, I think it turned out pretty cute, and head on over to the Cricut Cardz Challenge blog and play along with us, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.